Recording in progress.
Good evening and welcome to this meeting of the Old Kings Highway Committee of the Town of Yarmouth, which is being held in accordance with Chapter 470 of the Acts of 1973 as amended at 7:16 p.m. on Monday, August 11th, 2025 at the Yarmouth Town Hall Hearing Room located at 1146 Route 28, South Yarmouth. Moreover, pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, considering certain COVID-19 measures, this meeting is being run in hybrid mode, which means a live participation. There will, in all likelihood, be some Zoom participation as well. 6 new applications for certificates of appropriateness and 1 tabled certificate of appropriateness will be heard this evening in the order listed on the agenda. Please be reminded that our committee's main purpose is to review items for appropriateness and setting, and it is the responsibility of the applicant to comply with the regulations of other town boards and departments, including building, conservation, engineering, health, zoning, and the sign inspector. You should know that there is a 10 calendar day appeal period starting once a decision is filed with the town clerk. Any person aggrieved by our decision tonight can appeal to the Regional Commission of the Old Kings Highway Historic District. Our office administrator, Lisa Sherman, will be happy to answer any questions you may have regarding this process. So, as some of you may have heard before, if you're veterans of these procedures, our process here is to call each item on the agenda in order, have the applicant and/or the applicant's representative or both come before us at the table if present and speak into the microphone, identify yourself or yourselves, and present your application without interruption from either members of the committee or from the public, after which I will ask the committee to make comments and/or ask questions, and following that, the public, especially abutters, will be free to make comments and/or ask questions. And for that purpose, if present, if you would stand to the podium to my front left, speak into the microphone, identify yourself, and state your case. So having said all of that, we will proceed with the first item on the agenda, which is 25-A108. It's to add an additional section of fence and a gate at 208 Route 6A. Jean Bresciani, hope I pronounced that more or less correctly, and ProFence is the agent. And who do we have this evening?
Jean Bresciani.
Bresciani. I came close. Thank you, Jean. Go ahead, tell us about your application.
Oh, sure. So we're just adding, I think it's like 16 feet of fence to completely encircle the backyard with a gate. And it will not be visible from the street. The height is just, I think, 4.5 feet. So it's going to be cedar fencing that matches the rest of the fencing. With a little lattice detail at the top. Yeah, so that's about it. It's basically going where there was fencing before as well.
Okay, is that it, Jean?
Yep.
Okay, and this picture that we have in our packet is a picture of the actual fence?
The picture that you should have a picture of an example of the style of fencing that's going up. And then I included the materials in there, and as well as some photos of the actual backyard with fencing that it's matching.
Okay, so it's a match with what's existing. Yeah. Okay. Questions or comments from the committee? Hearing none, are there any questions or comments from the public, especially abutters? Apparently not. I will entertain a motion on this application.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
The next item on the agenda is 25-A109. It's to install new gutters, doors, and one shutter, replace the siding, repair broken shutter, and paint doors and shutters black at 229 Route 6A. The Historical Society of Old Yarmouth is the owner, and Backside Carpentry is the agent. And who do we have to represent this application?
I'm going to recuse myself.
Okay.
Fred Ecker representing the society.
Fred.
Thank you. The vice chairman's recused herself because A, she's married to the applicant, and B, that's enough, I think.
She's an employee.
So, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Any questions, I guess? The building has been hardly used for many years. We're lacking storage for archival, storage for important documents. So we're going to turn the building into an archival storage building, which in my mind, we did all the designs, required a little more security. So we're putting board and batten doors on the building, gutters, which it has never had, half-round gutters, and closing the shutters, which have been opened, and adding a new shutter to an opening that does not currently have any.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay,
I mean, we aren't changing anything. Everything else is just leg for leg.
right,
So the newest things are 2 board and batten doors and a half-round gutter.
right. And this is the gatehouse. So, a little bit of the history of the gatehouse was built in the 1930s.
It was built in the 50s. It was moved in the 50s to the site. It was originally a real estate office that was donated to the organization.
Okay,
And we just want to make better use of it because we're running out of room for archival storage. It's going to be the new archival storage.
and it's the entryway to the trails.
Correct.
So it's
Little
not,
building on the right when you're walking out to the trails.
it's not visible from 6A.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions or comments from the committee?
So you're fixing a shutter, and there is a window that has no shutters. Are you putting shutters on that window as well, or?
The window to the rear of the building that has no shutters will have shutters.
It will,
It'll be in
okay.
a closed position.
Okay.
The remainder of the windows have shutters, and they will be turned into a closed position.
And you're just replacing one shutter and not a set
I
of?
think it's a pair. I
Yeah.
believe it's a pair on the back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they look like they're in fairly rough shape. but-
Yep.
Okay.
Mainly for security. We're just going to close
gotta
the
keep
building
those
up.
closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments from the committee? Any comments or questions from the public, especially abutters? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion on the application.
I move to approve application number 25-A109.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. So, sir, if you'll come up and sign this document in case you decide you want to make any changes, you'll let us know. Yep. Thanks. Okay, good luck with it. So we barely had a quorum for that one, but we did, so. Okay. Vice Chair has rejoined us, so we're in good shape. Next item on the agenda is 25-A110. to replace two signs at 121 Route 6A. Cape and Coast Bank is the owner, and Cape and Island Sign is the agent. And who do we have to present tonight?
My name is Walter Pollock, and I'm from Cape and Island Signs to answer any questions about the signs. And this is John Cook from the bank.
I'm the marketing officer with the bank.
Okay. So,
So
want to say
basically,
anything about it?
basically we're going to reface two of the signs, the street sign, the freestanding sign, and the lettering on the front of the building, which you should have photographs of both of those. This is a picture of what the freestanding sign will be covered with. Cover up what's there, and the posts and the sides will be repainted white. And this is a sample of the letters that'll be going on the building. They're individual letters now that say Cooperative Bank, so this will be replacing it. Because the letters on the building will be thicker, they're ½ an inch thick. These are only 1/4 inch. These show the actual colors.
Okay. Is that it, sir?
That's it.
Questions or comments from the committee?
So is the Cooperative Bank of Cape Cod not in existence anymore?
It is. We are in existence. We're going to be changing our name.
You're just changing the name.
Yep.
Do I need to get new
Like
checks?
all my, exactly, all my checks say Cape Cod.
We'll honor them, no problem.
Okay.
Denied.
Who writes checks anymore?
I don't do your
Like
bank
5.
statement. You balance your bank statement.
Never,
I do every month.
never.
Today.
Any other questions or comments from the committee pertinent to the application?
No, I don't bank with these guys.
All right. We have a good time here. So, no other questions or comments from the committee. Judge, questions or comments from the public, especially abutters?
I'll never comment.
Evidently not. I will entertain a motion on the application.
I move to approve application 25-A110.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And aye.
Very much.
So if one of you gentlemen would be kind enough to come up and sign this document in case you have a change of heart and want to redesign the sign, you'll let us know. Right there, sir. Thank you.
Pen you got there, Bob.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, good.
There you
I was
go.
waiting for that.
That's a requirement.
Consider the night complete.
Okay. Okay, gotta do the other one too. Neglected that. You.
Is it your company?
Sunday. Some just left.
I forgot this one.
Oh, I can't sign that, right? Sign this one, too. See, this is from Gatehouse. I forgot to have.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is 25-A111. It's to replace 5 windows at 421 Route 6A. Fred and Betsy Perrette are the owners. Clifford Whalen is the agent.
Good evening, Bob.
Good evening. All right, I recognize you folks. So tell us.
Good evening, Betsy Perrette, Fred Perrette from 421 Main Street in Yarmouthport. And we're looking to continue our window restoration project. And we have 5 windows that we initially were looking to replace. Last year, you approved the replacement of 4 windows in the front of the Cape. They were 2 over 2, and we had agreed that we would replace them with 6 over 6 based on your recommendation. So we've done that. There's 4 windows that have been replaced. There's 6 over 6 Andersons, and now we're looking to continue that through the rest of the house. And we entertained an inspection and learned more about the age of our windows. And we have one in particular that's 12 over 8, very unique, an old window. And Fred and I have decided that that is something we will tackle and restore that ourselves. We would like to restore, or replace, excuse me, the remaining 4 windows. There are 2 upstairs and there are 2 downstairs. And that's why we're here in front of you tonight with that request.
Okay, thank you. So there's, I'm going to deviate from my usual practice in asking the committee for comments and questions because I want to set the table on this. So as the applicant has just stated, they came before us to, in the spring, to replace the front windows, which had been changed in the first half of the 20th century to 2 over 2 windows by one of your grandfathers. I've forgotten which one, but am I correct so far?
To my knowledge, no one in my family had
No one in
replaced
your
those
family?
windows,
Oh,
but they were
okay.
from before my grandparents
All right.
owned it.
And you wanted to replace the 2 over 2, which the committee considered to have been historically inappropriate windows for a house of that age. And the recommendation at the time, which you acceded to, was to replace the 2 over 2 windows with 6 over 6 windows. Based on the supposition by the committee that this would have been historically appropriate for a house of that style in the historic district, and of course 6 over 6 windows are commonplace and ubiquitous, especially along 6A. And then when you came back with the new application, I went over to look at the house and I saw the 12 over 8 window, and I thought, this looks like a very early window to me, and I requested the site visit, to which you acceded. Thank you for that. And I brought a preservation contractor, renowned preservation contractor, who just spoke on behalf of the Historical Society of Old Yarmouth for the previous application, to come with me, and thank you for letting us in. And we made some determinations, and I wrote you an email following that, which I will read into the record. So this was sent on July 19th of this year. Hi, Betsy. Thank you for allowing Fred and me access to your home yesterday to examine the 5 windows you are seeking to replace. This is a summary of our findings. All of the window Fred and I examined are antique. 3 appear to date from the second quarter of the 19th century, and 2, the 12 over 8 ground floor east-facing gable end, and 6 over 6 second floor west-facing gable end, from an earlier period, probably from the late 18th century. In all likelihood, Those two are original to the house, notwithstanding the commonly assumed 1750 date of construction. So the house is supposed to have been constructed in 1850. Fred Ecker's opinion is 1750. Excuse me. Thank you. Fred's opinion is that it may be 2 or 3 decades later, but still 18th century. Please bear in mind that Yarmouth's Old Kings Highway has adopted in principle the Secretary of Interior's standards for the treatment of historic properties. All 5 windows being considered for replacement could be regarded in the language of the standards as, quote, character-defining features of your house, and all appear to be reparable. Again, quoting from the standards, quote, changes to a property that have acquired historic significance in their own right will be retained and preserved, unquote. In my judgment, the 3 19th century windows Fred and I examined yesterday have acquired historic significance and therefore, together with the 2 original windows, should be given committee protection. However, as I have told you, mine is only 1 vote, so if you wish to pursue a COA for replacement of any or all 5, you are welcome to do so. Finally, as promised, here are some pertinent reading materials for you, and I sent you a folder, attached a folder to the email, which contained a number of articles relating to the repair of old windows, as well as the Secretary of Interior's standards for the treatment of historic properties, with guidelines for preserving, rehabilitating, restoring, and reconstructing historic buildings. Regards, Bob Wilkins, Chairman, Old Kings Highway. So, since I wrote that email, I have, you'll be gratified to hear, softened my position somewhat. I do think the 12/8 window that is on the ground floor, gable end facing east, is a highly significant window and indicative of the true age of the house. Very uncommon, very rarely found in this neck of the woods anyway. And the other original window is, we deal with appropriateness and setting. The other windows on the second floor gable end facing west, it's not easily seen.
Not easily seen.
The windows that are in all likelihood early replacements are not as important in my view. And I do understand the argument that since we have allowed, not that we are necessarily compelled to follow suit, but since we did allow the replacement of the 2/2s to 6/6, I do understand the concern and the desire for a homogeneous appearance and aspect to the house. So I'm appreciative of the fact that you are willing to save the 12/8 window. I think you'll be glad you did in the long run. And now I will hear questions or comments from the committee on this.
So can I just clarify, the 12/8 you're going to attempt to restore?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. After
After-
meeting with Mr. Eckers and Bob, we
Now,
felt that
we got
that's.
a little educated on what the
The-
that
yeah.
it's very unique, and we feel capable and willing to be able to restore that ourselves, given
Yeah.
a.
With some help, and some tutoring. We've
Yeah.
got a couple people that have
It'll be a
offered.
major undertaking. And obviously, it's going to take us quite a while to do it, and we've also talked to other restoration specialists following that. So we've got educated on what's in front of
So
us
the-
to do that.
The
and-
application is really revised, if I understand it then.
Well,
Concerns the other 4 windows effectively.
Yes,
Correct.
correct.
I'm all about compromise. And when we came here last October to originally start this process, and I was introduced to the like over like, which you corrected me and said, well, it's not really like over like because the new 2/2s wouldn't be exactly like the old 2/2s. I understood that. But it was a significant increase in cost to go with the 6/6 windows, which we absorbed, and we did that, and they look beautiful, we love them, but the upstairs windows, there's no heat upstairs, and the only heat that goes upstairs is from a grate in the ceiling above the fireplace in the dining room. So in the wintertime, if my daughter and her husband want to have somebody to stay there, you know, it's where we don't have a bed where we can put stones in that are heated up to keep them warm through the night. So it's either some sort of an infrared space heater or some sort of device. So to replace those upstairs windows would be monumental. And as we've just noted here by Bob, the windows in the cobbler shop can't be seen from the road. But the 12/8, after listening to these two gentlemen, and I was like, we can't pursue replacing this window. It has to be.
You used the magic word, which is compromise, and I'm a big proponent of compromise and an endeavor to be reasonable about this. If it were my house, I'd restore all the windows. Not my house, your house.
I appreciate it.
So, who else would like to speak on this?
So I thought I thought when I was reading the application that I saw somewhere in the application that you had agreed to restore the 12/8.
Yes.
But we're requesting permission to replace the remaining 4 windows with 6/6 like the
Yes.
rest of the house. Just wanted to clarify that, so everybody's clear.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we originally sent in the application, then we got the education, and then we've agreed
Okay,
that.
so we're all
We-
clear
we-
about
yeah.
what you're requesting.
And, you know, I'm going to fall on my sword here. In our email traffic that we've had over the last several months, there was one email between Lisa and Betsy that talked about replacing the windows. And I might have misinterpreted the email or whatever, but when I got wind of that, I said, okay, that looks like this is going to be approved, and I went and placed an order. So I've got 3 windows that I paid for, and they're sitting in my garage now. So, you know, I'd like to be able to use them. That's
I'm
what-
sure.
So,
You're a good sport. So, other questions or comments from the committee?
So, I don't know a lot about windows relative to this, but you said you've replaced 4 on the first floor.
correct.
Yes.
2 in the front, 2 in the side.
3 in the front. Oh, 2, I'm sorry, 2 in the front, 2 in the side. That's correct, Paul.
And the 12/8's on the other side.
Yep.
So, were those historic replacements or repairs, or were they just 6/6s that you bought and put in?
They were
Yes.
modern windows.
All right, so, is that what you're going to do with these 4?
Same exact
Yes.
window, yes.
Okay, and you're,
Well, I've already stated
No,
my
it's not your
opinion.
house.
It's not my house,
all
so.
right, so it's all going to match, except for the
Yes.
12/8?
Yep.
Or
Exactly.
12 by-
Exactly.
Facing a
12/8,
different
yeah.
direction.
By the
so
12/8,
Separate historical one.
it's also, you could argue that it stands proud
Okay.
It
of the
does
other
stand proud.
windows. It's the only ground floor window on that gable end of the house. There is a window above it, but because it's around the corner from the front windows, the disparity between that light arrangement and the
noticeable.
6/6 is not really going to be noticeable. So I don't think the endeavor on the part of the applicants for consistency will be disrupted by preserving that 12/8.
All right, I just needed to clarify that for my own gratification, so, all set.
So I think it will be good having a consistent look with all the windows.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So any other questions or comments from the committee? Questions or comments from the public? Or abutters?
Bet you brought your ringer in here tonight. so-
I just noticed he happens to be here, so I thought, well, give him a chance to speak if he wishes to.
Should be here,
All right, so,
sure, really.
hearing none, I will entertain a motion on this application.
I move to approve application 25-A111.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. All right, well,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
for
much.
your cooperation, and I know it's been a long road, but you're right.
Appreciate it. We
Compromise
appreciate
is the word of the day. So, just in case you have a change of heart, please God, no, you can come and sign this document and let us know.
Unless he wants to like restore them all.
Say?
If he wants to restore them all. Changes to restore them all.
I had, yeah, what happened? happens to my paper clips.
Yeah.
They just disappear.
Will you take them off in the car when you're done?
Thanks very much.
And they're
Oh,
not there.
we only need hers, unless you want to sign it. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Welcome.
All right, have a good night. Oh, that's broken.
Corn oyster bags. Already said 5,000 today. Let Bob know that.
The next item on the agenda is 25-A112. It's for modifications to the previously approved plan to add French doors and transom window to the left side and add French doors and a small balcony to the right elevation at 99 Wharf Lane. Richard and Cindy Schickler are the owners. Seaview Builders is the agent. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us again, and good to see you all. Lisa, I think we may have Maya Haggerty on.
Yep.
Yes, I am.
All right, hey, Maya, I'll start, if that's okay.
Yeah, please.
Well, thank you, committee, and just sorry that we didn't get complete plans the first time, and now we have to come back before you, so not optimal, but we do appreciate taking the time with us today. Hopefully, I will stop looking at the plans and will make no further changes to it, and so Maya can start to build it. So what we did with the plan is, we wanted to add some French doors to the left elevation as an entry point to the side yard. In its place, we had a single door off of a kitchen area. And we needed or wanted some more cabinet room in the kitchen, so we got rid of that single door and added some French doors off the side. We also, on that same side, put some transom windows over a bathroom, so you don't have, full windows into one of the bathrooms downstairs. So that's the change on one side. Hopefully, it's improved the view. And then the other thing that we did on the right perspective, not the front, but on the right perspective in the upstairs bedroom, we had 3 windows, which is really where you have a nice view over the bay. And after thinking through it, we thought it might be nice just to have a very small 4-foot balcony off of the bedroom in place of the 3 windows. I don't think we'll put anything out there. It's just going to be more in the morning. You get up, maybe have a cup of coffee, and overlook the bay. So we kept it rather, plain and simple. And then the last thing that we did on that side is there was a chimney running up the side of the house on that same elevation. Since we're not going to go with the wood-burning fireplace and we're just going to go with natural gas, in talking with Maya we don't need a chimney stack to vent it. And by doing so, by removing that faux chimney stack is really what it was, we were able to get a second window upstairs off of the living room. So you'll see in that elevation a second window, which I think would bring some nice light into the second floor space. So hopefully, the changes that we've suggested are aesthetically pleasing to the committee. But I think that's really all I have. Maya, do you have any comments to add?
No, I think you hit I think you hit them all, Rich. Good job.
So is that it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Questions or comments from the committee?
To my perception, the aesthetics actually are nicer.
I think so. Thank you.
I have one question. And what we have in our packets, we don't have a comparison view of what was proposed before. So my recollection of what was proposed before isn't photographically accurate. So I'm just going to have to wing it in respect to the comparison observations.
I have it here if you want to look at it.
I'd like to. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
These are the current ones.
All right. We can all crowd in and look at this. I think the.
Front is very similar.
The front is similar, and this is what was added.
Right.
A
Oh, I
little
see.
balcony on the side. You can see it best from a 201.
Okay. Everyone seen this one?
Yep.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Floor plans, we're gonna go, leaf through the floor plans and get to the elevations. So,
So this is what we now have on the side.
mhm.
So this is what we've changed and what it's looked. Originally, we had a single door,
Yeah,
so we shifted some things around.
okay, all right.
I think it, with this overhang, it balances it better too.
I think the balance
I
is,
do think it
I agree
works.
with you on that.
So that's that
Agree.
one side.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, if you go back one, overshot one.
Oh, okay.
And here was the faux chimney stack, which is, it looked like this, and when you're up in this living room, we had this one really small window, and then when we found out it wasn't even a real stack,
Yeah,
it was something that.
So you
the
just
architect put
eliminated
in.
this?
We eliminated
Added
it,
another window.
and added a second window, and that's this.
right.
Then I think the main change really was this off of our bedroom, where we had three, and we put in a small,
Okay, so this has not been changed.
no, not at all, only what's in red.
Okay, what is this exactly?
Oh, that is, if you go to the perspective,
Yeah,
probably better in here,
okay.
because you can see it a little bit better. What this is, off of a living room
Yeah.
upstairs, was almost like an enclosed porch that we've seen in some beautiful Nantucket homes that we've kind of picked. And so that was incorporated, and that was in the original approved plan.
Right.
And then what we just really did is added this instead of the three windows. We think
Which
it-
is this.
Which is that,
Right.
yeah, instead of three
Okay.
windows. That's
Okay.
Nothing else changed, same roof design. It just, instead of 3 windows, it's a French door with a spot.
Okay, so getting back to this, so,
This is a, let me see if we get a better view for you. Yeah, so when you're up here, this is our driveway, Bob, right?
Yeah.
Come up. And this is a living room. So when you come off the living room, anyone's able to access this. This is like a communal little covered porch. that you
Is
can-
it open? Is it? So it's like a little deck off of it?
So this
Like a balcony or a Juliet balcony?
so this projects?
No,
It's within the house itself?
it's within the house, yeah.
Oh,
I
just
see,
open
so
the French
those
doors
are
like
regular.
Eric- And is
Uh-huh.
is
Oh,
there
yeah.
a window on this side?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
let's,
Okay.
let me show you the floor plans, and then maybe you can
Right.
see there. Sorry to.
That was not changed, that was from
It,
approved
I
last
know,
time,
it
right?
didn't hit me the first time, the first go around,
So-
but with,
Here's the front of the home.
yeah.
This is the
Here's
new balcony.
Our
you're
new
adding.
balcony, so you
Yeah.
come up the back.
So this comes in.
No, this is.
That looks like it protrudes, though.
It does.
This
This
is-
is,
oh,
this
this
is
is
one,
the
this is a
new
new one
one.
they're just adding. We're talking about this out here.
Yeah,
You-
this isn't the thing I was
So this
pointing out.
covered porch was always in the plans,
Yeah.
that when you're here, it looks like it's part of the house. It's just, we don't have, we're not enclosing it.
That's what I, yeah, I
It's
thought
really
this was that. So that's the inside the house porch?
This is the inside the house.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
with no glass.
Okay.
But there are French sliders
To get into it.
to get out there.
Okay.
Got it. So that is not, is that not going to be climate controlled?
No. It's open.
All right.
So, getting back to what I was, I think I'm becoming clear with what it is now. So what's the height? You know? I'm gonna try to find the right one again.
Oh, the elevations?
Yeah. Where were we here? What is the overall, oh, it says 6 feet,
1 and
That's
5
the
eighths.
opening.
Oh.
Inside it's taller, it's probably gonna be, 7 feet, 8 feet high when you're in there, but it'll feel a little enclosed the way it's been boxed.
so I guess you have no option but to cut this
Right, it's the,
corner here.
correct.
Okay, it's nitpicking on my end. But I know, but it hit me, I noticed it right away. And that elevation faces toward, Water Street, right?
It does.
Okay, all right,
And that's,
East, west, west.
yeah, okay,
thank you.
all right.
Glenn and Donna see that.
What's that?
Glenn and Donna are gonna see that.
They're gonna see.
I can ask them, tell them when I need a beer, that's how I could.
Okay, good, thank you for.
Would
So
you like
that's-
that? Or-
I don't know, do we have
I
these
like it.
plans?
Well, we have a smaller version, yes. But I emailed
That's
to
so
you
you can
guys.
sit outside in the rain, right?
That's right,
There you go. I'm all for that.
yes.
You've got everything.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so, any questions or comments from the committee?
I still think it's aesthetically improved.
I think overall, they're nice adjustments. All right, any questions or comments from abutters or other members of the public? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion on the application.
I move to approve application 25-A112.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Exciting, isn't it?
No.
All right,
Try to curb
all in
the
favor of
enthusiasm.
approval signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
I want to see it.
And
I wanna see
aye,
it
congratulations, and as you know by now, if you want to make any changes, you'll let us know.
I will.
Do this again.
So, yes.
Just.
So I didn't realize you lived in Bluffton.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We were just down there. You moving here full-time? Thank you.
All right, good night.
Thank you, good night. Is this yours?
Yeah, great work by you on the first hearing. You've improved the left-hand side of that house infinitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's overall better. It's just that little.
Another notch.
The next item on the agenda is 25-A113. It's to replace garage doors at 11 Kingsbury Way. James Garb and Sheila Kane are the owners. All Cape Door Systems is the agent.
Good evening, Mr. Wilkins, members of the committee. I'm Jim Garb. And what we're proposing is to replace two garage doors that are old and a little beaten up looking with two new ones that'll, I think, enhance the appearance of the house quite a bit. You know, there's nothing historic about our house. It was built in the mid-'60s. And we're keeping the color white. Which is the color of the trim with the shingle house with white trim. And what we'd like to replace them with are these vinyl-clad steel doors. And I brought a sample with me from the vendor. And they really have the look and the feel of wood. If you want to take a closer look, I'd be happy to bring them up to you. But
Is that it, sir?
yes.
Questions or comments from the committee?
So it looks like the panes you have over the doors are not, the ones that you show these doors, the panes are 8 panes each, on each half of the door, 8 panes.
No, I don't.
Windows.
There are 4 on each.
Once. Yeah. But this is what he's showing is.
I'm sorry,
No,
you're
this is
correct.
a sample.
Yeah, 8.
Are these gonna be,
So I guess we're confused about this door you're doing, but
Well,
the windows like that.
Yeah, the drawing in the middle of the page is all we have.
So 4 windows at the top, like transom windows at
Yeah.
the top.
on each half of the door?
The picture above, I just put in to show you, you know, the wood part of the doors, but the windows are not going to be like that.
So you don't like those paned windows? Like this has 8 panes on each half of the door?
Yeah,
This, 8 panes.
well,
I give up.
there are 8. Yeah, there are 8 panes on each half of the door.
You like the vertical rectangular?
Yes, but I think so because it's hard to tell from this, but you know, this isn't the kind of door that we have now with all the little squares. They're vertical columns. When you look at it, they're, you know, 4 vertical columns, and so I think the vertical windows go along well with the vertical columns.
I like the little panes because they match your windows in your home. Mm-hmm. That was what I was just getting at. The vertical ones look like they're the same size as the wood rectangles below it. It's part of the doors.
No, can I just come up and show
Am I
you?
not saying this correctly?
Actually, Jim, I'm just curious on this,
These lines here are just show where the door bends. This is the size of the rectangle below it, the whole thing.
Oh, so these are gonna be completely gone?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
so which of these in here are you proposing on this diagram?
Well,
Or is it not
I
on
mean,
there?
there isn't one exactly like it.
Okay.
That's why he drew us.
So is it a custom thing he's doing for you? It's different than?
Well, you can, with this company, you can take any top and put it with any bottom.
Okay.
So, you know, they do make this window, the top with the windows, but they don't have a picture of it in their catalog.
Okay. So it's going to be similar to this, but with a single instead of, similar to the
No,
three?
It's going to be more similar to this. Again, all those cross lines are not.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about just the window part. So there's not two rows of windows, just a single row of windows above. That's what we're trying to understand.
Yeah, well. They don't put a picture of it, again, that's why he drew it. So there'll
Okay.
be 8 vertical
Got it.
windows above, 4 on
Four on
each side
each.
of the door.
Okay.
So there'll be 16 on 2 doors?
Yeah.
Four.
Well, that's half of a door, and then the second door will have the same
Oh, I
thing.
see what you're saying.
Right.
So,
Um,
four.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes.
I mean, we're not married to those windows.
Thank God for that.
If you have a problem with them,
Don't have so much a problem. I was just, I looked at the ones you said, these doors, and I just said to myself, oh, that's nice. The windows match your house. And then, but you're not going with those. You're going to rectangular, tall ones, which, it's your house.
So on the brochure, under step 2, we're talking about a traditional 8, I believe. This one,
for the windows.
yes,
Yeah, right.
okay. This,
Thank you.
okay. This one. Okay. Everyone squared away on the windows? Okay. Any other questions or comments from the committee? Questions or comments from abutters or other interested members of the public? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion on the application.
I move to approve application 25-A113.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. So, as I'm sure you've heard me say before, sir, if you would sign this document, in case you decide you want 28 windows on each door, or something else. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay,
luck.
good night.
Night.
Have a good night.
So we have a tabled item that we need to untable. It's 25-A107 to replace siding and trim at 62 Collingwood Drive. Mary Carroll and Stephen Richard are the owners. PLJ Carpentry is the agent. So do I have a motion to untable the application?
To on table 25-A107.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor of untabling the application signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. And now we will hear 25-A107. And who do we have tonight?
Hello, my name is Thiago. Good evening. The project consists on replacing the siding on the front of the house and the right and left gables in the back, also with the trims in the windows. It's gonna be everything like for like.
So you said and the windows are being replaced?
Yeah, the windows too.
I didn't see that in the application.
Probably they did the application for the windows in a different permitting.
It's not in this application.
Okay, so it would
It
be
says siding and trim.
so it'd be deciding the trim over this.
So, I'm sorry, what are we adding that is not on the application?
It's replacing all the windows.
We can't hear this tonight.
It should
Unless
have
you wanna
been
do
on
a
the
separate-
Unless
permitting.
you want to do a separate application for the windows.
The windows have already been approved.
The windows were approved.
Yeah, it's through a separate process.
Oh.
You were either like for
Did I
like, or they.
exempt that?
They may have been exempt, or they may have been like for like, but the
okay.
siding is
So
different.
let's not talk about the
So we're just
windows
talking
then.
about the
We're-
siding and the, siding
All
and the
right.
trim, right?
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
No problem.
Okay, so we're
Siding and trim.
not discussing the windows. Okay,
Right.
we're
Windows
dealing
are-
with
windows
what's
are
on the
good.
application. Thank you, Lisa.
Yep.
Okay, so, are you finished with your presentation?
I believe so.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the committee?
I do.
Good.
So, what is LP siding?
It's a clapboard. The LP is the brand.
Is it wood?
Yes, wood.
So it's not hardy plank, it's not vinyl, it's just cedar. Is it cedar?
Cedar wood.
Okay.
It's a brand that the cedar on the front of the clapboard has some, how can I say, some finishings that resemble more like a tree.
Oh, texture like more, looks more like wood?
Yes.
So I'm
It is
confused.
wood, but on the front of the clapboard, there's a texture to resemble like a raw tree.
Did you bring a sample by any chance?
No, I don't have the samples.
It'd be really helpful to see what it looks like.
Any other questions or comments from the committee?
I also was curious what the color is going to look like.
It's gonna be white. The name of the colors is called Cory Gray, probably, but the texture is mainly white on the front.
It says color front light gray.
Yes.
So, again, it'd be helpful to see that. Usually we require a sample of the color, what it's going to look like.
So the sample that I got for this, it was from the magazine that the client supplied to me, and we just ordered the materials. I'm not in charge of the ordering of the materials. I'm just a sales representative. And the other gables of the house is gonna be all white cedar shingles, right, left, and back.
Who manufactures the siding? Do you know? I can't find it, LP siding online.
Take a look. It's from James Hardy too, but it is all wood.
Need to see it. Can't approve this without seeing it, especially if it's hardy.
Do you have a member of the public who wishes to weigh in on this?
Excuse me? Over there?
I mean, all I can say is most cedar siding,
Could you, sir, identify yourself?
oh, I'm sorry, Fred Ecker, historic preservation consultant. Most cedar siding comes with a rough side and a plain smooth side. I assume you're planning on using the rough side out? So, that's the way it comes. You can either choose rough or smooth.
But it's manufactured by.
But if it's
Hardy-
cedar, if that's what you're
manufactured by
talking
Hardy
about,
plank.
it's 8-inch or 4-inch? 8-inch? 8-inch siding?
It's
4-inch.
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 That's the way it comes. You have a choice.
Manufacturer is James Hardy, but we're not using any kind of cement boards. It's gonna be all wood clapboards. then wood shingles from SPCO made back on the siding, over the left, right, and on the back of the house.
And tell us about the color again?
It's a light gray. It's more whitish than gray. It's the clapboard that's in front of the house over there. It's like a grayish blue, and then she's just replacing those for a newer one.
I have a hard time doing it.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time making a decision without seeing a sample. Usually, we need a sample of the siding to see what it looks like, and a sample of the color to see what that looks like. It's hard to.
I have a picture over the email.
I want to see the physical siding and touch it.
I can't bring a clapboard 10-foot.
No. The company
We have
will.
samples that
Company
you
will
can-
give you samples.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not the one in charge of this.
Well, then it's gonna,
We have divisions of the company, and what they told me they told us to come over the presentation here over the hearing. Nobody ever sent over the email to our company to bring samples, because if they was sent to us, I would have bring those.
Okay, so it can be done. You can come back before us with samples, or somebody representing the application can come back before us with the color sample and a sample of the actual materials, so we can see what we're voting on. It would be awkward, uncomfortable for me personally, and I think for the rest of us, to vote on something that
It's
we
just
have
a
to
clapboard.
visualize, we can't see it.
It's just a different brand of clapboards. You won't change any aspect of the house. They
But we
won't
don't see the color. We haven't seen the color.
Just look to your wall in the
No, I
back.
want to see the actual color chip. See, there's,
Is it that
right
you-
here on
you-
here, it says,
you've been
put your
given
color
the-
chip here. There's no
you've been
color
given the
chip.
impossible sell. You got no props, and
I'm just trying to make the process just go
So let me ask you a
forward.
question.
said no
Did you fill out
props.
this application?
No, it wasn't.
So whoever filled this out should have had the list of all the requirements of what's required
yep.
to go in with the application, which is.
Yeah, it's an
sample.
incomplete application,
Application.
is what
Okay,
it
no,
is.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Can I also add that?
That's not on my department.
We're not,
Can I also add?
Oh, sure.
That given the quality of your television ads, I feel certain you're going to be able to get us samples.
Yeah, I'm not on those ads, so, but anyways.
all right, well, anyway, so, I'll entertain a motion to table.
I moved to table. this
Okay, is there a second?
Second,
All in favor of tabling the application, signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. All right, so you understand what
Bring this
is
up.
required, and
So we need
whoever
a
is going to
sample of the
present will.
clapboard
And a sample of the
And a
paint
sample of
color.
the color chip. That would be great.
Thank you.
If it's a bit more color or whatever color, if you can get a board that already, is it pre-stained, or you're going to paint it after it's put on?
It's all finished.
It's all
We're just
pre-stained
gonna
with color.
nail it
Get a sample of the actual clapboard that's stained the color you're going to put up, that'd be perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do I have to sign
Oh,
it?
no, you don't have to sign that.
Okay. So, we need to approve the minutes for the July
You're all
28th
set,
hearing.
I move to approve the minutes of the date stated.
Okay, is there a second?
Second,
All right, all in favor of approving the minutes signify by saying aye.
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 And aye, and thank you, Lisa. Good job as always. And now I'll entertain a motion, the next meeting, August 25th, 2025, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And aye.
So.
We are
Lisa-
adjourned.
Recording